It's atrocious that it took so long, but at least it happened. Yesterday, a U.S. judge struck down as illegal the mask rule that applied to airlines in America. And as a sign of just how hated these mask rules were, airplanes that were literally in flight in the air immediately announced this court ruling on the PA system, and passengers spontaneously cheered and ripped off their masks. Let me show you a few videos of that. Here's a Delta Airlines flight.
And I just checked with the company, and the company position is, the Delta position is, masks will be optional this evening for all crew and passengers as well. So it is cause to celebrate, but for those who want to wear masks, please feel free to, but it is optional, and that way we can alleviate any stress and discomfort. Thank you very much.
Here's another one.
April 18th, the Biden administration announced that the Transportation Security Administration will no longer enforce the federal mandate requiring masks in all U.S. airports and on-board aircraft.
Finally!
Effective immediately, masks are optional for all airport employees, crew members.
I can't tell which airline this next one's from, but a flight attendant singing, "Throw away your masks." Everyone hated the masks. Well, that's not quite true, is it? Some people love the masks. I don't think anyone actually enjoys the anti-human discomfort of wearing a mask themselves. There's a reason why no one wore them until 2 years ago. It's nuts. It's uncomfortable. It doesn't work. It gets in the way of social interactions. You only did it if you were, doing drywall or painting. But people love a new rule, a rule they can follow themselves for some sort of social clout, and a rule they can enforce against others as some sort of social clout. It became a symbol. Us versus them, our team versus their team, and the teams were pretty political. Good people wore masks, so wearing a mask proved you were good. This is a classic tweet from a liberal activist. This is from last year. How can I ensure people don't think I'm a Republican? She wanted to take her mask off, but kept it on because she wanted people to know she was a Democrat. Now, she didn't say, how can I ensure I won't get sick or make others sick? No one believed the mask would stop that. All the mask scolds who approached you to hector you, you don't approach someone you're medically afraid of. You wouldn't go and talk to someone with Ebola, would you? You run from them. But the mask was a team symbol, a belief symbol, a signal to others. I want to remind you how the mask changed us, pitted us against each other, not the mask itself. No one cares if you wear a mask. The mask mandate, the mask rules, the forced masking. That's what changed us. So many people embraced the force part of it. Look at this creep.
Get away from me.
Put your fucking mask on.
I'm sorry. You can walk away from me right now, sir.
Put your mask on.
Get away from me,
Put it
please.
on. Does it bother anybody else that she doesn't have to wear a mask that we all do?
Just go away. Stay 6 feet away from me then.
No.
Get away from me.
No.
You need to call security?
Yeah.
Please get away from me right now.
No.
You don't know why.
You don't need to come near me.
She has it on her damn hand.
Get away from me.
That's from 2020. Here's what I wrote about that at the time. This guy is a creepy, snitchy stalker. The mask gives him the anonymity to behave in a way he normally wouldn't. He isn't truly worried. He walks to her, not away. But there is another undercurrent. He hates that he is submissive and she is not. Of course, he's not wearing the mask over his nose. It's uncomfortable. And he obviously doesn't think it's necessary to stay safe. He just liked the power of it. Here's some transit bureaucrat in Philadelphia, no mask, telling other people to put on masks or to walk.
On public transportation, if you do not have a mask, you cannot ride public transportation, sir. Sir, you have to get off the bus, you have to get off the bus. Sir. Sir. You gotta get off the bus, man. I'm gonna have the cops take you off, one or the other. You have to get off, you have to get off, you have to get off. Let's go. I have to get off? Yes, sir. Even though I have it? You don't have no mask. Let's go. Let's go. You gotta get off. Let's go.
At least people were in that video resistant at first for a bit. That was very early. That was April 2020, but now total compliance. And the thing is, a mask scold in a store really had no power other than his sense of righteousness. And having a train conductor or a bus conductor become a health inspector, it's quite something, but by far, and to their eternal discredit, police forces around the country and around the world turn wearing a rag on your face as a test of whether or not you were to be treated like a violent criminal. Here's 10 cops on a beach in Australia arresting someone for not wearing a mask on a beach, arresting him, pummeling him.
I can't because you're on. I can't because you're on.
It's a man. It's a man.
Hey,
Man or whatever. Fucking have some respect.
Please just give that girl my phone. And put it in my bag, please.
No social distancing. What the hell?
I haven't done anything.
Oh, we believe you. Don't worry.
He's a 14-year-old kid who was wearing a mask, not just wearing it right, apparently. He was wearing it, but not correctly.
That's an excerpt from my daily show, the Ezra Levant Show. Every day I do a monologue on the news of the day, then I interview an interesting guest, and then I read my hate mail. You gotta subscribe. Go to rebelnews.com.